In the world of clickbaits, where Jupiter's exaltation is going to create whatnot, let's talk about what realistically is going to happen with this transit of Jupiter in Cancer. Hi, guys, welcome back to Vedic Astrology. And today we're going to be talking about the transit of Jupiter into the sign of Cancer. Well, this transit is going to happen on 18th of October all the way till 5th of December. Jupiter is going to become retrograde around 11th of November period. And the most important bit for you to understand here is that the movement of Jupiter into the sign of Cancer is happening when it was not supposed to happen. It is happening because Jupiter is in Atichari movement right now, and thereby you are seeing this roughly 45, 48 day period shift in the transit of Jupiter. Now, the important bit for you to note is that Jupiter will become retrograde during this period itself. And thereby, we have to break down the analysis of this transit in terms of how, when it gets into the sign of Cancer for 1 or 2 degrees itself, then becomes retrograde and goes back into the sign of Gemini post 5th of December period, where the impact of it will again be crucial but is out of scope for the discussion of this video. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and understand what's gonna mean for your sign. So Pisces, Jupiter happens to be your Lagna Lord, or if you are watching from Pisces moon standpoint, he happens to be your Rashi Lord, first Lord owner, as your 10th Lord. And him coming into an exaltation in the sign of Cancer, albeit he'll be coming just 1 or 2 degrees. He was not expected to move here just yet. But this is giving an excellent window of opportunity for you guys, for the water signs as well as for Gemini. It's a pretty good transit coming picture. But as I said, we are not making a clickbait video. So how this can materialize positively will depend in your natal chart, on your dasha antardasha you are going through. So you have to look into the natal placement of Jupiter as well as understand what is the dasha antardasha you're going through. Is it that of Jupiter's, Mars, Moon, Sun? And if any of these, you should be in good hands in terms of what you can anticipate in this teaser window for about 48 days. Jupiter comes into its sign of exaltation in your fifth house, in a Lakshmi Sthan, being a lord of two Kendra houses. Excellent placement. It's a very strong Rajyoga coming into play, and a very good sign of release for Pisces moon who are undergoing Sadesati as well. Jupiter, being the lord of the first house, is going to bring excellent amount of creativity, positive thought process, self-belief, regeneration in your mind. You would be looking forward to start new avenues of investment. You would be looking forward for new startup areas to focus upon. If you are actually planning in any of those areas, it could be a good period for you in that direction as well. This is going to be a very positive period to regenerate your emotional connection, your love, partnership, prosperity with your loved one, in your marriage, in your romantic connection for that matter. Jupiter's exaltation is also giving a good promise for your children, for your education. Students watching this video, you are going to see a lot of positive indications. We'll elaborate on that also in a bit. But good time for you to start new courses, new areas of learning and leverage, and you will have the right mindset to apply your thought process, the right focus to make good use of this period. Then the fifth house also denotes your certifications. It's second to your fourth house, so materialization of your knowledge into some sort of gains, social respect, uh, abundance in terms of your stature improvement, promotions of some sort can also be seen through this connection. So this is indicating a very positive shift with respect to your knowledge, your thought process, your fame into the market. Then he happens to be the lord of your 10th house, from where he is making a eighth movement. And thus, I would like to believe that for you guys, Pisces, there could be a sudden shift which might come in your career, in your work, in your karma. If you're a student watching this video, it could be sudden, movement into any kind of right college admissions. You've been anticipating, waiting, some things were not working out for you, and you are one of those last entrants into that space. Things work out for you. You see, he's giving an aspect towards the 11th house. We'll touch upon that. But good shift from that perspective. If you are in a job, in looking for a new job opportunity, unexpected opportunity is awaiting you, and it is going to catch you by surprise. You will find positive growth momentum in terms of a career shift as well for you. Then I also see that for people who are self-employed, running their own businesses, who are in the public space where they have to do a lot of public facing activities, there is going to be some degree of shift transformation that might come into picture, but it will eventually translate into a positive occurrence. Now, from its sign of exaltation, Jupiter will be giving an aspect towards their ninth house. So, students watching this video, your education, both graduation as well as post graduation opportunities, are going to be very, very positive. Mars will also enter, being your ninth lord in the ninth house from 27th of October. So, Pisces, you suddenly will find that as if, the entire universe is conspiring to make things happen for you. They are going to materialize in whatever way, shape, fashion that you can think of. That Jupiter is giving an aspect towards the ninth house itself along with Mars. So, what it means is that if you seek any kind of support of your luck that was not favoring you, especially Pisces moon with the Sade Sati, there's been a lot of turbulence in your life. Now you will realize that things are falling in the right place in the right fashion for you. Your superiors, bosses, mentors, teachers, guides, your customers, they will be looking you in a much positive light in this period, or you will at least get a window of opportunity to crack open the door and find yourself in a new footing. This is also going to be giving a chance for people to get promotions, new job opportunities I've already touched upon. So you could come in contact with a new professional and start working under their mentorship and guidance. People who have been looking forward to get into research programs will also see some success. Travel is an important bit that I wanted to call out. I think some level of long distance travel for your work, career, profession, or with respect to relocation of your place of residence to a far away place from the current place is highly probable. And if that opportunity comes your way, my recommendation is Pisces, consider giving a serious thought on that front because it could materialize the way you would desire. Now, Jupiter is giving a debilitated aspect towards your 11th house, which means that whilst there is a less of a shine to it, yet you will be able to meet your goals and objectives. You should be able to fulfill the desires that you have, especially if you've been looking for a job change. You might get a good job role, good job offer. May not be 100% to your expectations, but 90-95% objectives you will achieve there as well. Why am I saying that? Because Saturn's placement retrograded in your Lagna is the one that could be causing certain issues. And especially from 27th of November, once Saturn becomes direct as well, this aspect of Jupiter is going to become a lot more fruitful for you. Then Jupiter, from its exalted position, is giving an aspect back to your Lagna into the Pisces side, on top of that retrograded Saturn as well. You are going to get a lot of clarity of thoughts, a lot of room for improvement, self reflection, bringing in a lot of elevation in your thought process. All those activities will be, panning out for you in the right way, in the right direction. Saturn is finally getting an aspect from this Jupiter, which means all the turbulence, that delay that has been happening for you in terms of materializing your goals and objectives, will get some sort of a slap on the wrist kind of a thing from Jupiter. And you will see that this is where Saturn will also sort of obey the recommendation coming from Jupiter. So it's a positive bit from that angle as well. Then you have to understand that Jupiter is going to move away from its direct motion into a retrograde stance from 11th of November all the way till 11th of March. Of course, from 5th of December onwards, he will get into retrograde point into the Gemini sign itself and remain retrograded in that duration. We will do separate December videos and monthly readings to give you a lot more clarity on that front. I will try and release the November monthly reading next week itself. But what you will find is that with this retrograde motion, a benefic planet like Jupiter, who's such a crucial planet for you, is going to become 3x more powerful. And that means that some unexpected support from your bosses, managers with that ninth aspect can definitely be anticipated. That job shift that you were looking for will have some bit of an unexpected twist to it. But that consistent effort from your side, that consistent reach out from your side is going to be positive for you. Then he is giving a retrograded aspect towards 11th house as well, which is indicating that your gains are going to come your way with your own hard work, with your own efforts, with your own, uh, push. Karma is going to remain crucial. Workplace perspective, you will find some positive shift coming into your life, especially in the later part once sun is also out of its debilitation and coming to the sign of Scorpio itself. So second half of November onwards, which is not what I've indicated for most people, but I'm calling this out for you guys, Pisces. That Mars presence there, even Mercury is going to be there. He's going to get pathetic and he's going to slip back, but that's a separate issue. But Sun will also be coming in there, and then Jupiter is giving an aspect towards the sign of Sagittarius through its retrograded aspect, which means you'll have to put in your karma, you'll have to put in your effort. But yes, that effort will result into the positive outcomes, into the gains that you are desiring. Uh, if any kind of job change, try and do it in the earlier part when Jupiter is direct. So the 20th, 18th of October all the way till 11th of November is a very easy going opportunity for materializing things for you. On the same side, Jupiter, retrograded in aspect towards the Lagna means that there will has to be some sort of a travel, long distance travel, some sort of an investment, some sort of a additional involvement required in from your side at this time. This is going to be a period which is going to elevate you spiritually as well. Your thought process, your involvement in terms of self reflection is going to be at its height. You would also be working because he is retrograded in the fifth house itself. You will be working to expand your knowledge, something that you will be doing with your own creative mindset, with your own efforts that gives you a knowledge as well as makes you learn new things, that gives you a long term vision of growth. Especially that impact will be much more fruitful when Jupiter is back in Gemini, but we will keep that for a different day. I hope, guys, Pisces, you make full use of this window of opportunity that is coming to picture. Jupiter will get into a much more stable situation in the sign of Pisces from 2nd of June 2026 onwards. We'll have a detailed discussion when we talk about the 2026 annual readings as well, which I'm going to try and release early in November. But all in all, good period. Grab it with both hands, make full use of it. Hopefully, you will succeed in whatever direction you're trying to steer yourself. I hope you've liked the effort that has gone into preparing this video. If you have, then I request you please smash on that like button, subscribe to the astrology, and keep watching. Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Mahadev.